Darby Allin squashes MJF and finally win the AEW World title on last night Dynamite. Well, I thought the show was good overall, coming off of a good pay-per-view Dynasty, and there was a report that on the internet, their sheets, whatever, saying that Darby Allin will win the match and wins the AEW title. And I looked at it and said, I'm fine with it, even though I'm not a Darby guy, I'm fine with it. I mean, the guy deserves it. He takes a lot of bumps, a lot of crazy moves just for this company. He would die for it, literally. MJF is a good champion, good draw, ratings or attendance, and both homegrown. And to be honest, there was a report that MJF is going to do the movie. So kayfabe wise, you can do Swerve coming out the title to take it from Darby, then you can do maybe Kenny take it from Swerve, and you can do Kenny Ospreay, because there was a backstage segment. I mean, it happened on Dynasty after Dynasty ended between Kenny and Ospreay, kind of foreshadowing that's going to be the main event. But yeah, I mean, on the match itself, on Darby Allin versus MJF, I was against the idea of squash match, but kudos to MJF. He always know when and where and how to put over somebody, and it was really a good moment to end a good Dynamite. I mean, MJF kind of did the heel stuff, to distract Aubrey from seeing him hitting the low blow on Darby, because he gave her the ring. He forgot to give him the ring, so then Darby hit him with a low blow, Scorpion Death Drop, 4 coffin drops, and he said earlier in the promo, and just MJF beat him twice with a headlock takeover. I mean, every babyface came to celebrate. Brody King was the first one, and of course Sting was there. I mean, before the match, before the break, Sting gave him a pep talk and saying, it's not showtime, it's your time. And Sting is my favorite wrestler of all time. He got me into wrestling. So, and then when Darby won, it was an emotional night. Started with Darby, the first segment, crying, saying he did the posters and all Seattle and he would die for this company. Then we had that segment between Ospreay and Kenny. So it was an emotional night, and it was really a good show. And on Darby winning, I like it. You can do a match, TV match between him and Kevin, that's Kevin Knight, between him and Brody, Ciampa, and he doesn't have to hold it for 3-4 months. You can do it short reign, because long reigns, I'm tired of long reigns, 9 months, 10 months. The idea of doing a title change, not to swerve people, just doing it for the sake of doing it. Also, you teach your fans to turn into random Dynamite, because let's be honest, when they do eliminator matches or they do world title matches, nobody expected the challenger to win. So this is a good decision for a change. The last time I think this happened, probably it was between CM Punk and Moxley, and before that was when Kenny won against Moxley. So yeah, it's been a long time. He's a homegrown talent. I'm sorry, Sammy Guevara, you're the only you and Jungle Boy, the old pickle. The word? Yeah, they used to call themselves. There was a word. Yeah, I forgot about it. Anyway. So the show started with Maxwell Jacob Friedman arrived in a truck as Renee Paquette tried to inform him he had an AEW World title match tonight. News to him, because after Dynasty she tried to tell him that, but he was I'm leaving, I'm going to be radio silent, I'm going to have sex with my wife. So yeah, and then Don Callis interrupted. MJF assumed Andrade had beaten Allin, but Callis corrected him. Allin won. MJF wasn't happy about it, that Andrade didn't win. He said he loves Don Callis, but he's upset with Andrade that he didn't win. So Darby Allin entered the ring. MJF followed. claiming he's not going to have a match tonight and that he's going to sue Aubrey, the skank, and the pervert, Justin Roberts, and Tony Khan, and every fan in the attendance. And then Darby just went emotional, like started crying, talking that he is in his own town, that he is ready. If he's not ready tonight, then when he will be ready. And this is like the 4th time Allin fight for the championship, so the world title. And then Bryan Danielson had like a message from Tony Khan. The match will happen in the main event tonight. Then backstage, like I said, Kenny Omega reflected on his loss at Dynasty, feeling that he let people down. Will Ospreay encouraged him to remind him that he is one of the best wrestlers, that he believes that he will be champion, and he hopes that Omega feel the same way. I think that's the main event for All In. I think there was reports saying that that's the match plan for All In. I mean, we shall see. Tommaso Ciampa won against Desmond Xavier. It was really good match, fun, back and forth, but it was like decisive win by Ciampa. Then he claimed that he is coming for the winner of tonight's main event. Good to see that Ciampa is moving the ladder a little bit to the main event. I like when everyone is gunning for the world title. And AEW, like I said on Dynasty, have a good mid-card. Like even a mid-card can be a main eventer. So a solid showcase for Ciampa, positioning himself as a serious contender. FTR then came out of the ring, got good promo actually, mocked the fans, did the tempos, totally run his big mouth with, I don't need hoes, I have the FTR besides me. Did the David Goliath and stuff like that, saying they would never have a match with Christian and Copeland or the Young Bucks, Pro Tito, and yeah, blah 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 blah, which probably gonna set up 3-way, maybe Double or Nothing, or maybe another match because they are 1-1 with Copeland Cage. Chris Jericho return, I'm like, come on, I have good faith. Like I wasn't like having bad faith in this Chris Jericho return. I was like, I'm gonna see how it plays out and then I'm gonna talk. Because like, do fun segments here and there, just like it was a good segment, but doing the same matches and doing them again, that's what made AEW fan base, even me, like saying, come on, dude, like the Vortex is not a good thing. Like you are dragging down those people with you, so like move on. You had the match with Ricochet, you lost, then move on. But they're probably gonna do, because Jericho needing another 2 members, needing like 2 people to fight against the Demand, which I'm not a fan of. I mean, because Jericho mocked Ricochet's every sentence he say bold in the end, which is fun, but it's like I'm ready to move on from this Vortex because I'm ready to skip now his all segments. Like usually they're going to lead to another match, then another match, then another match. Like there are so many people you can do. Anyway, Will Ospreay, which was match of the night, defeated Hechicero in a really back and forth action. And then, like, it's always cringe when it's actually a serious injury. I rather like someone hitting someone with a chair or doing nails or like table spots than like Will Ospreay selling his neck, because it's actually something serious. It's not just fake. Like the guy literally had the neck surgery 6 months ago, so strong performance by both are over with the fans, and Ospreay won. Star Clash and Hidden Blade, then Mark Davis Plan B, as Don Callis said on commentary, and he did the pile driver on him. Good spot, good angle to set up a match next week. It's gonna be awesome. Then Tekla interrupted Renee Paquette. Actually, a good promo, fun promo between her and Alex Windsor. The line that got me was like, I didn't get fired from New Japan. Okay, I did get fired from New Japan. Tekla is so much she has so much charisma and she's good in the ring. And apparently, Tony and AEW trust her to cut a promo because we barely see women cutting promo in the ring, or even she was in the stands. But yeah, you know what I mean. Willow Nightingale picked up a win in a match I'm not a fan of Camille. I'm not a fan of her in-ring abilities and stuff like that. But I'm a fan of Willow, of this comeback killer gimmick. She's facing a woman who we didn't see for like 6 months, 10 months, a year. So she's facing a woman who are returning. She did that against Shida, Aminata, and now Camille. So we're probably going to see Anna Jay, maybe Ty Mello, maybe Ruby, maybe Britt, maybe Rio. Those are good. It's a good gimmick until somebody actually beats her. So it's going to be a surprise. I think it should be Holly. I think it should be Holly Cameron that beats Willow Nightingale. And then the show closed with Darby Allin preparing himself backstage. Stink a beer, tell him it's your time. And then, like I said, Allin 4 coffin drops, headlock takeover, and yeah, it was literally his biggest moment in his career, and he earned it and deserves it. So congrats to Darby Allin. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe. There's going to be a lot of content this week. I'm going to do WrestleMania predictions. I'm going to do SmackDown review, WrestleMania review, and WrestleMania after Raw after Mania, and even Dynamite next week. So, and apologies for the mic because the charger is not working, which I'm gonna need to buy another charger. So, yeah, like and subscribe.